2 years ago, I was barely getting by, making $2,000 or less per month. And now, fast forward, I'm 20 years old now. On one of my Airbnb accounts, I've produced $400,000. If I'm gonna keep it real with you, you might have things to do every day. You might have a hustle that you're working on, but how many hours of the day do you actually put towards that thing that you want to achieve? Ask yourself that question. In this video, I'm gonna give a lot of free game just from the heart, no guru shit. How I changed my income so rapidly within 2 years. How did I go from making $3,000 or less per month to $50,000 generated in revenue for my business per month? How did I do that? I'm gonna cover it in this video and hopefully motivate you enough to want to do the same thing for yourself. You can achieve the same thing because I'm a human. You might be watching me behind this phone, behind this iPad, behind this computer, but you see me as someone different because I make money. Look at me just as another human. Look at me just like yourself. I am you 2 years ago. And I don't know what position you're in life. You could be older than me. You could be 60, 70. You could be younger than me. You could be 15, 10 years old. But in this video, I'm just going to show you how at any age you can do what you want to achieve. But at the end of the day, what do you have to do? You just have to believe in yourself. That's it. Believe in yourself. Many people, you guys know this. If you're watching this video, you're probably an entrepreneur, right? You see all types of content on the internet. People reselling cologne, fake objects. And overall, those are the type of business models that you don't really want to be a part of. And if you're watching this and you're a reseller and you're like, oh, fuck you, buddy. I make this much. All right, look. This is what I mean. You're following trends. When you're a reseller and you're looking for certain things, spider hoodies, designer, this, that, and the third, you're following the trends. You are going to sell whatever's part of the trend. Let me give you another example. If you're buying properties, if you have an Airbnb business and you have this stream of income, this business that can be automated and generate you revenue years on end, that's not really a trend. Hotels, Airbnbs, homes, long-term rentals, these things will always be there, and you can build a business with longevity. What do I mean? A business that can last a lifetime, something that can make you money in the long run, not short term. Here's the thing, you need to stop looking at what's gonna make you money immediately. What is that gonna do for you? Yeah, you might make 5, 10K every now and then, but what are you gonna benefit from that? You need to have reoccurring income. And that's the thing that I wanna teach you. If you're a younger person, if you're an older person, if you need this advice, you need to listen. You need to build reoccurring income. We don't want those big checks. We want those half nice, juicy checks every single month coming in. We want to be able to know how much money we are making. We want to be able to know what our expenses are every month. If you are the type of person that doesn't budget, that doesn't know what they're getting into, that doesn't know what they're buying, or just swiping the credit card, you are part of the American debt fucking crisis. You are part of the crisis. The whole world is in crisis right now because everybody's in debt. Why is everybody in debt? Because you have this phone that you keep going through, that you keep scrolling through, and you're watching all these people making all this money and buying all these things that you're influenced by, and you're being a consumer and you're buying it. And you're wasting your money on this shit. That's why people are in debt. That's why there's a 99%. That's why there's a 1%. Because the 1% of people think correctly, and the 99% of people think correctly, but they don't apply themselves. They might have the same ideas as that 1%, but the problem is they do not apply themselves like the 1% do. And that's why there's a barrier between high income earners and low income earners, because the high income earners take action, the low income earners don't take action. And you might be saying, oh John, like a low income earner, like what do you mean by that? I mean people that have a high potential, have great ideas, but don't put anything into action because number one, they might be scared of the outcome of the people around them. Number two, they might fear that they're gonna fail, right? In life, you cannot fear that you're gonna fail because you're always gonna fail. You can't avoid that shit. There's certain things in life that cannot be avoided, like failure, like heartbreak, certain things like mourning over people. You're gonna have people around you that die. There's certain things that you cannot avoid that you just have to take, squeeze that shit, eat it, and act like it never happened and keep going. In business, you're always going to make mistakes. And this conversation isn't fully about business, it's about you in general. You don't want to keep living a content life. You want to take those risks. You want to make mistakes, because the more mistakes you make, what do? The more you learn. That's how life is. You either learn from your own mistakes or you learn from someone else's mistakes. Work smarter, not harder. Don't go into a business that's going to be maybe a one-time payment here and there, or go into a business that might be situational. Go into a business that's going to be for the longevity of you and your income and your family and yourself. Number 2 reason how I skyrocketed my income, I leveraged other people's assets. What I mean is, my business model, this is what I do, right? I find a home that's for rent on Zillow, apartments.com, free game. Then I hit up the owner. I say, can I rent this home from you? I want to rent it, and I want it to be part of my business, as I own a corporate housing company. So I have people coming in and out of the city for events, for business meetings, for work. On top of that, I'm going to be willing to rent your property from 12 to 24 months, which is going to eliminate your vacancy problems. It's going to keep putting money in your pocket. And that's why you want to go with me, and I'm the best tenant ever. Free game. Those of you who already know the business model know how much free game I just spit right there. But with that being said, once they agree, I furnish the property. After I furnish the property, what do? I list it on Airbnb for a higher price. Obviously using dynamic pricing to make sure my pricing is very competitive in order to beat the competitors, in order to profit massively. So let's say for example, a property is $3,000 a month. And then Airbnb brings in $5,000 a month. So you do 5 minus 3, that equals 2. So I'll be profiting $2,000 a month. This is my business model. This is what I do. Any age can do this. I had a 16-year-old mentee do this. Now he has 5 units. Now he's cash flowing. Now he's making an adult income. He's 17 now, making an adult income, and he's not even 18 yet. You know why? Do you know why? Because he took action. That's the difference. Taking action, being complacent. And it's fine. We need the people that are complacent in this world, because how do we have a 1% if we don't have a 99? In order to have that 99%, in order to be part of that 1%, there needs to be a 99. And I'm not hating on anyone that has a 95. I'm not hating on anyone that clocks in every day. We need you. You're appreciated, and you make this world go around. So back to me saying I leverage other people's assets. These people own these assets, 6-figure assets, 7-figure assets. It depends which home I'm renting. They own these assets, so I'm leveraging their assets. I don't have to own this property. Listen, this is why I got into this business model at 18 years old. I didn't have an income. How was I gonna apply for a loan? How was I gonna buy a house? Like, deadass. Look, let's say you're 18. You're listening to this, you're 18, you're 16, whatever it is. You don't have an income. You're making $2,000 a month, and you just got out of high school and you don't even know what the fuck you're doing. Why would a bank lend you money? Why would you be able to buy a house? There's no entryway into buying a house. That's why I started this business model at the age that I was, because it made sense. It was achievable. It was feasible. I was able to rent properties. I wasn't able to buy them. My business represented me. I represented my business. So I had to hold myself to a professional standard. If you're thinking you're too young to talk to people, you're too young to talk to this landlord, too young to talk to this person that owns a 7-6-figure property, at the end of the day, how you need to, like I was saying in the beginning of the video, look at that person like he's just another human. And I'm aggressive in this video right now, right? Because I need you to understand what I'm telling you. You might be hearing me, but you might not be understanding me. You are a human. The other person in front of you is a human. I am a human. I'm behind this camera. You're watching me. I'm a human. How do I achieve certain things? Because I took fucking action. That's it. Consistency and action. When opportunity meets consistency. That's how you should be operating in this world. Let me tell you the last reason why my business skyrocketed. Just like I said, my business, it could become automated. Because look, now that I'm renting these houses on Airbnb, you might be like, John, do you go clean these properties? Or do you do handiwork at these properties? Do you keep talking to the guests all day with these properties? And I would say yes, at first I did, before I learned systems and automations. Because we learn from our mistakes. I made some mistakes in the beginning, and that's why I'm here today. That's why I'm producing a high income. I couldn't do this all by myself. If I had to clean every single property, I have to do the handwork, I have to message back every single guest, how would that be feasible to me? I've automated this business to a point where I'm producing this $50K a month in revenue, putting in minimal work. I have VAs doing things for me. I have dynamic pricing updating for me. I have PMSs going for me. I have cleaners going for me. I have handymen going for me. I have all these things that connect the dots to each other, so it's a whole system running by itself. And I can focus on finding new properties. I can focus on starting new businesses. I can focus on expanding my businesses versus me working in the business. Now I'm working on the business. And me telling you this shit, your brain might be confused and everywhere right now. But what I'm telling you is you can learn this shit. It took me 2 years. Do you think I'm a fucking genius? No, I'm not a genius. I just found something that worked and I stuck to it. When I was 18 years old, I struggled with a lot of things. The main reason why I actually made this YouTube channel is so I can talk to a camera and make myself comfortable with being uncomfortable, because I wasn't always good at talking. In the beginning, you guys can go in the beginning of my videos when I first started posting videos. I stutter a lot, and yeah, right now you might say, John, you still fucking stutter, you're a dumbass, you're saying all this false information. Well, look, I start somewhere, I'm still getting better. I'm 20 years old, I'm still getting better. I'm still trying to achieve those high achievements. And you should be doing the same thing. And you should never be knocking down another fucking person that's trying. Every single person that's hating, what is a similarity with all haters? They look at you because you have a characteristic that they don't have. And that's why they have the idea of hating on you as a person. Because they want to find that one thing, that one negative aspect of you that's bad. And they're going to bring it up to you. And they're trying to bring you down so you don't operate at a high level that they're jealous of. That's what a fucking hater is. So that's why you want to keep going, you want to keep achieving new things. And with this business model specifically, I was able to go from 3 to 50K a month within 2 years. And my mentee, my 16-year-old mentee that's 17-year-old now he's gonna be generating 25K a month from his Airbnbs, right? 17, because he took action. I have other mentorship students as well. I have a 32-year-old mentorship student that took on multiple units, 6, 7, 8, 10 units. That just shows you everything is achievable. And listen, if you want to know more information about what I'm talking about, because in my videos, I give a lot of free games. So you go on my other videos, you'll find a lot of free game about this business model. But if you want a detailed crash course, literally, I charge $20 fucking dollars for this. $20. You know, I charge $20 because I want you guys to have the knowledge, and I know a lot of people don't want to heavily invest into something before having a taste and idea for it. So that's why I have this $20 crash course. It teaches you all the basics about Airbnb and more. Hella free game. Honestly, this shit should be going for $500 today. And I swear to God, I was considering putting that shit up for $500. It's $20 if you want to invest into yourself. Go ahead. It includes a call with me if you're actually ambitious and you want to continue out after you learn all the basic knowledge of it. Includes a call with me, and I'm personally going to guide you on your process. But if you don't, that's completely fine. I recommend this business model because that's something I know, and that's something I know how to teach from A to Z. Not every business model I'm familiar with. Not every business model I've tried. But I have tried a lot of things. And a lot of things have failed. And some things have succeeded. And some things have heavily succeeded. And these are one of the things that I've done that has heavily succeeded. And that's why I'm so passionate in teaching you about it. Do this at any fucking age. Lock in. It's not just about business. It's not just about Airbnb. It's about mindset in general. It's about increasing your mindset. It's about growing as a person. It's about achieving new heights. It's about being spiritual. It's about praying to God, because without God, we do not have everything. Alhamdulillah. So, if you stayed to the end of this video, thank you, and I appreciate you for tuning in. And like I say in every single video, my DMs are open. My Instagram is @JohnAziz. Link right here. Click it, click the description. And if you want access to the $20 crash course, it will be in the description as well. Follow my Instagram, keep up with me. Instagram is where I answer all DMs. Instagram is where I actually have my main form of communication. I'm posting stories, constantly giving free game. So lock in there, subscribe, leave a comment of something that you might want me to record or something that you want me to go over, whether that's about Airbnb, whether that's about mindset, whether that's about life, whether that's about cars, whether that's about gym, because you know I be getting it in, right? I got my shirt off, I'm flexing right now, right? This just shows you can balance your life. You can life max. You can increase your income. You can increase your bodily status. You can increase your spirituality. You can increase your mindset. You can do it all. It's just all in your head. Get the fuck out of your head. Lock in. Like this video and keep up with my journey, because we're gonna only go up from here. We're gonna blow up because we're gonna stay consistent. Consistency is the fucking key. Lock in, boys.